So I guess what's going on right now. Okay. Sorry. The House is talking about legalizing weed right now. At least I saw it on Bloomberg News, and yeah, I'm all for it. Do it. I mean, they got to have money to pay for something, right? I mean, if you think that way, but touching off of my last video, it doesn't matter how much money they get, it's how they manage it. So people think, oh, taxing weed's going to solve all the problems. No. Potheads are just too fucking stupid, though, to actually realize how marijuana, like legalization, actually affects people. Living in Kansas, my dentist used to live in Denver, and a dentist, she makes good money. Even she told me she had to move back from Colorado to here because legalized marijuana drove up the cost of living even more because of all the tax revenue. So there is a downside to it. I'm not going to say it's worse than the upsides. I mean, because that's still not enough evidence over a long enough time frame to determine that, I feel. But I'm all for it. Legalize weed. But they should legalize cocaine and everything else too. I'm down for 100% legalization. That's what they need to do. So it's not going to completely get rid of people selling drugs on the side, because it's just not. Because you can always undercut the government until the government actually would make it cheaper than buying stuff off the street. Yeah. Now, if it was better, I mean, if the government was, selling balls of blow for $300, but it didn't have any of the cut in it, I mean, shit, you'd have me first in line every week. But yeah. So, but this legalization that they're talking about, it probably won't pass because old ass people in the Senate. Which is ironic because Democrats are older than Republicans by average age in Congress, but I'm all for it. But this is why people like me aren't really able to break into politics. It's hard to get these old ass people out, and I don't understand how they keep being voted in by younger people on both sides. It makes no sense, and I don't know. I'm sure that has most to do with younger people like me aren't running. I don't know how the fuck AOC got in there because she's a fucking idiot. So, Dan Crenshaw, I can see how he got in. He's from the military too, and he probably had a lot of backers just from being in the military. And he's a pretty smart guy. Doesn't mean I agree with him on some stuff. I know he makes it sound like he's still against marijuana legalization, but on the Joe Rogan podcast I saw, it seems like he's open to it. He just wants to see more data, which is perfectly acceptable. There's nothing wrong with wanting to see more data on stuff. So, but people like me can't get in. I mean, I can't go to a town hall meeting in Wichita, Kansas, and tell all these old Bible Belt thumpers that, hey, stop living in the 18th century. Like, Kansas is so far behind everyone, it's ridiculous. And I really do predict we're going to be like the last ones to legalize weed. So when I moved here from Nevada, you couldn't even buy liquor on Sundays. And that was in 2007. That's how far behind like Kansas is. It's ridiculous. So, and, oh well, but hey, you know what? If they legalize weed, it's just something to shut the potheads up about. And I'm all for it. Like Daniel Tosh said, can we just legalize weed so that way potheads have nothing else to talk about? Grow up and do cocaine like an adult. So, and it's funny too because potheads think they're so fucking smart, but there have been numerous studies done about people, intelligent people, who prefer cocaine and stimulants to marijuana, i.e. doctors, lawyers, scientists, people with high IQs like me, etc., etc. So, yeah, just saying, if you think you're smart because you smoke pot, the studies don't show it. But hey, all for weed legalization, do it, get it done with. And then when we can move on to the next step in this country, just bringing it down more.